Sharpe, he really don't like me. I done call all the football players, man, big old dumb stupid ass. You know, so I done offended and insulted everybody. Yeah. But you gotta understand, homie, I done said some horrible things about Dion and the boys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this an alumni.
Yeah, that's why.
I said some horrible things about Dion is the modern day Bill Cosby and them boys is Theo Huxtable and yeah, man.
Yeah,
he's the modern day of that. You know, this is who we, you know, so we idolize this family. Dion is the ideal father in the black community. This is, yeah. So, and here I am attacking him in his toe, in his bunk with the game. That's why I stay at the strip club with real. When you dealing with whole problems, you ain't got to eat problems. You dealing with these little just trying to hit a lick. You dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty funky. You all know better, Shannon. Much shit is you talking, like you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bop, little old young white get you 50 mil? You offered a pink toe Peckerwood 10 million. Boy.
Welcome to the Gossip Channel. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We're growing with you and because of you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Once we hit that milestone, a special prize will be waiting for you. Stay tuned. And now, let's get into the topic. Man, Charleston White just unleashed on Shannon Sharpe, and he didn't bite his tongue for a second after that rumored $23 million hush deal and his sudden ESPN exit. Charleston straight up said Shannon did this to himself, and yeah, all behind chasing a snow bunny. Now the whole internet is roasting him, Shannon's name blazing all over the blogs. If you've been watching closely, you already saw the storm coming. Headlines of him getting booted from ESPN right after quietly settling that massive $50 million lawsuit. And let's be real, people been whispering for months that this Gabriela Zuniga scandal was way nastier than the paperwork made it seem. And of course, Shannon wasted no time hopping online with the classic "I ain't do nothing" speech. He brushed it off as a straight-up shakedown, swearing everything was consensual. Then he tried to spin it on attorney Tony Busby, saying this was just another setup against a rich black man. Shannon even dragged names into it, claiming Busby already went after Jay-Z and now him. He swore he was gonna clap back with a countersuit for defamation. But now, the street's saying Shannon dropped a wild $23 million just to make that lawsuit disappear. Word is, he quietly settled with Gabriela for that exact amount, behind closed doors. And here's the messy part. Insiders claim he already offered her $10 million when the lawsuit first dropped, but she turned it down, saying she had proof, real receipts. And look now, she walked off with $23 million, quit her OnlyFans hustle, and cashed out heavy. Charleston White, loud as ever, ain't just clowning Shannon, he's tearing him apart, asking the question everybody been whispering, why you paying up if you innocent? Why drop that kind of bag if it was all just a setup? Charleston flipped Shannon's own words right back on him. He reminded folks how Shannon always bragged that he don't even step on elevators with white women just to dodge drama. But now, suddenly, he's out here in the gym, sweatpants on, no drawers, letting a 20-something snow bunny press up on him like it's nothing. Charleston made it sound straight hypocritical, and people ate it up. Charleston said the whole thing don't add up. In his eyes, Shannon sold out a long time ago, left the hood behind, stopped rocking with the real ones, threw on them tight suits, and started playing the corporate game like he was untouchable. But now, that same game done flipped on him, and it's clapping back hard. Charleston even called him dumb for thinking he was too slick to ever get caught. Instead of sticking with hood chicks or strip club girls, the ones who know how the game works, he picked the one woman who had everything to gain by flipping the script. And here we are, knee-deep in this nasty lawsuit. Charleston made it clear. Gabriela ain't even the same woman from Shannon's messy IG Live saga last September. That means this ain't no accident. It's a straight up pattern. Now Shannon's out here apologizing, trying to flip the script and play the victim card. If you've been tapped into the streets, you already heard Shannon's so-called apology after ESPN cut him loose. He went live begging his brother Sterling for forgiveness, saying he stole his shine because ESPN dropped him right before his Hall of Fame induction. He even told fans he was sorry for messing up and letting everybody down. But Charleston wasn't buying that apology at all. He called it straight up medicine after death. He said Shannon should have listened when Monique warned him to leave them young girls alone because they were just waiting to feast the second he slipped. Even Cat Williams had told him clear as day on Club Shay Shay, Shannon, leave them white girls alone. But Shannon just laughed it off, acting like he was untouchable, thinking he was running the whole game, when in reality, Charleston says he was nothing but the puppet. Charleston never rocked with Shannon from the jump. He swears Shannon always had hate in his heart for him just because Charleston talks loud with no filter and says what others won't. He'd been calling out NFL boys for years, clowning them as big dumb football players who let the league control their every move. Charleston even blasted Deion Sanders, calling him a modern-day Bill Cosby, saying they all trying to play that fake perfect TV family role while ignoring the real culture. Shannon couldn't stand it, him playing the polished corporate puppet while Charleston kept it raw. But Charleston, he never cared one bit. Charleston said it plain, if you ain't street no more, you're gone. And now Shannon's paying the price heavy, not just losing his ESPN gig, but insiders whisper he might have fumbled a whole $100 million media deal he was building, all behind chasing a snow bunny. And let's be real, Shannon wasn't just some basic sports analyst. Nah, he was a full-blown brand. Podcasts, endorsements, media runs, all of it was rolling smooth. But now it's shaking hard, all because he didn't stop for 2 damn seconds to think. One wrong move with the wrong girl, and boom, everything collapsed. The streets saying Shannon dropped more on that lawsuit than he ever made in his whole NFL career. Folks clowning him heavy, saying he paid an OnlyFans model like she was a Super Bowl MVP. And all of this could have been avoided if he just kept his head straight. He should have kept his ears open and stuck to old school street rules. But nah, Shannon chased sharp, young, and pretty. And now look at the mess. One dude online said, man, he paid her more than he ever made in his NFL days. No way he's innocent of something.
Lick, you dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty. You all know better, Shannon. Much as you talking, like you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bop, little old young white bitch get you 50 million.
I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place. Sure, everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately,
Another fan added, Shannon, this could have all been avoided if you just listened to Kat and Monique. And then a third voice came raw with it. He still don't get it? SMH, learn to shut up sometimes. You brought this on yourself. But the real sting It ain't even the $23 million payout. It's the fact that everything he built, every brick of that post-NFL empire now got cracks running through it. And let's be real, cracks don't heal easy in this industry, especially when the streets ain't backing you anymore. Charleston went even harder, saying Shannon's downfall is proof that money can't buy street sense. He said a man could stack millions, buy suits, sit at ESPN desks, but if he ain't got discipline, one wrong choice will strip it all away. He mocked Shannon for always flexing about luxury cigars, designer fits, and high-class women, yet the thing that broke him wasn't a rival on the field. It was a woman with a camera phone and a plan. Charleston laughed, saying Shannon built an empire brick by brick, only to let one snow bunny kick it down like a sandcastle. And the timing made it all worse. Right when Shannon was climbing to the top of media, rubbing shoulders with billionaires, and building his podcast into a global platform. Insiders say companies already hitting pause on partnerships, scared of the backlash tied to his name. One brand even pulled the plug before announcing a collab, worried about headlines saying they backed a man who allegedly paid off an OnlyFans scandal. The whispers now, Shannon's becoming radioactive in business. No one wants smoke from being next to him. Charleston dragged it, saying that's what happens when you forget who you are and think corporate love is forever. Fans online kept roasting him too, comments flying like wildfire. One user posted, "Bruh paid her like she was Tom Brady winning rings." Another said, "Shannon played the wrong game. Thought he was untouchable till a 20-something exposed him." The internet had no mercy, turning memes of Shannon crying into trending jokes overnight. Charleston even reposted some of them, throwing gas on the fire, saying Shannon's downfall was textbook sellout behavior. He claimed when you step away from the culture and try to play squeaky clean, the moment dirt touches your name, folks don't save you, they laugh. And Charleston ain't wrong. History shows it. Look at the celebs who thought they could escape scandal by playing perfect. The same machine that built them tears them down even faster. Shannon thought being a brand would protect him, but instead it made the hit harder. Now every mistake is magnified, every old clip being dug up, every photo with a woman now questioned. The blogs eating this up daily, and Charleston's voice just makes it louder. He said Shannon became a warning sign. Proof that no matter how high you climb, if you don't move smart, you'll come crashing down in front of everybody. And that's where it all stands. Shannon Sharpe, once on top of the world, now stuck in a scandal that cost him his job, his deals, and his spotless image. Charleston White ain't letting up, the streets clowning him nonstop, and the internet keeps the jokes running daily. What hurts the most ain't just the $23 million or the ESPN exit. It's that Shannon went from respected legend to viral meme in less than a year. And in this game, respect don't always come back once it's gone. If you rocking with the story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to gossip, drop a comment below, and smash that like. We got more heat coming your way. So now the real question is, did Shannon play himself chasing the wrong type? Or is Charleston just stirring the pot like he always does? Is this karma finally catching up, or was it a setup from the very start? The debate is loud and the streets can't decide. Drop your thoughts down in the comments, hit that like, and make sure you subscribe to Gossip for more raw stories. Then tap into the next video waiting on your screen.